listeners to My Fantasy Wife, the weekly sports meets comedy meets marriage podcast, where a husband and wife discuss sports, fantasy leagues, and their impact on pop culture and relationships, including their own. I'm the wife, comedian Blair Postman. Woo! Hey. I'm joined by my husband and sports stat expert, Mr. Gary Hames.
Hi.
Hi. We're also joined by Hot Topics and social media maven, comedian and pet nurse Drew Harrison.
What does maven mean?
And rounding things out, we've talked about it before, sound engineer, comedian, and man about town, Mr. Louis Bishop.
Hello.
To never miss our weekly episodes and extras, subscribe in iTunes, Stitcher, or YouTube. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at My Fantasy Wife Podcast, Twitter at My Fant Wife, and support the podcast by liking and rating us in iTunes. Miss any of that? Then go to our website, myfantasywife.com, with links to everything. Gary?
Yes?
Tell us about this week's sponsor.
Okay, Blair. After substantial soul searching, spending a lot of time, not only what is good for the show in the short term, but in the long term, what would suit all of us the best in terms of sponsorship opportunities for the world as a whole, I've decided this week's sponsor is going to be Podhive.
Oh, what do you know?
Podhive.com matches small to mid-sized podcasts and advertisers. Podcasts get matched with advertisers who might otherwise miss them. Advertisers get heard by listeners of podcasts cool podcasts who would be their perfect customers. It's an audio sponsorship love connection. Go to podhive.com for more information. That's podhive.com.
Just not any podcast, but cool podcast.
Only the coolest.
The cool runnings of podcasts.
All right, guys. Well, how's everybody doing?
The Jamaican bobsled team of podcasts.
Yes. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll recommend that as a new tagline.
All right.
How's everybody doing today, guys?
I only can speak for myself.
How are you doing
Pretty
today,
good.
Gary? Okay, great. Mr. Bishop, how are you?
I'm doing really good. I think Drew's probably doing the worst. He come in drinking Gatorade. Normally not a Gatorade kind of guy.
Right. Right.
So that means to me
I had the game of my life last night.
Okay. All right.
That he clearly had a lot to drink last night.
Is that Baby Elephant Walk?
Yeah, this is what I would imagine if you just filmed Drew last night. No audio. You just.
Right.
Did you ever read The Family Circus?
Yes.
That thing of Billy when he's like going around the neighborhood with the squiggly line?
Yes.
That was Drew last.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we did have a show. It was a lot of fun, and there was a very fun audience.
We got thanked in tequila shots, and apparently
I did not.
Another shot that I've never heard of called a Nutty Irishman.
I had no shots. 0 shots.
So you got a shot from a Nutty Irishman?
Yes. No, never mind. No, I took no shots. Okay. No shots were taken by me. Right. Except on the stage.
I did take one of Blair's shots that was intended for her,
yes.
And that's when things got a little fuzzy. So
yeah,
you're welcome, Blair.
That was probably for the best. I like it when grown adults say to me, yelling, "You have to take this shot."
If you intend to roofie Blair and instead you roofie Drew, your night takes a turn.
Yeah, it takes a turn, and it did.
For the best.
Right, exactly. Drew's more fun. Straight up more fun than I am. And that's okay. Yeah, I said to the person finally after the 5th time of him yelling at me, I need to take a shot. I said, I am a grown-ass woman, and I do not need to take a shot.
I am leaving. Take that.
Was that John Reap's brother?
No.
And then she opened up her umbrella
and then flew away like Mary Poppins. All right, guys. Well, we got to get moving because we're in a little bit of a time crunch today. Lots going on. Upcoming guests this week, episode 106, we have comedian Jen Schneider. Woohoo! Yeah. And we rescheduled Jen when we had to skip the Super Bowl episode, and Samantha Ruddy is going to need to be rescheduled, so it's all kind of working out. And then in March, episode 107, we have Allie Amrine from Austin. 108, we're going to have Tonight Show Andy Woodhall, or from the Tonight Show Andy Woodhall. And fun news, guys. Looks like we're going to be in the Cape Fear Comedy Festival doing the podcast live.
Wow, they must have seen our Raleigh performance and been carried away.
That's almost certainly the truth.
Is that other guy going to be there, too?
So lots of cool stuff. If Joe Pro?
Yeah.
If he wants to, yeah.
That other guy?
That other guy. You're such a jerk.
After the fire marshal had to shut down the NC Comedy Arts Festival
due
to My Fantasy Wife podcast.
Exactly.
We were too hot.
Yeah, too hot. I feel like my mic's hot. Hot mic.
Is that a song? That too hot,
Is
hot,
this,
baby.
Austin
Gotta
Powers?
run for cover. Gotta run for shade.
All right. Well, what we're gonna do is, and we didn't get a chance to do this last week during
Is
the
that
live
cool in
show.
the game?
But I'm gonna call.
Too hot.
Well, you guys figure that out. I'm gonna call Wills Maxwell
Oh,
to do the fact checking part of our podcast.
You think he's sober and alert?
Yes, I do.
As
And
long as he's staying away from Jake the Snake Roberts.
just to remind the audience who hasn't heard all the past episodes and don't know what all those allusions are to, Wills Maxwell is our ombudsman.
Bava has heard the other episodes.
Okay, Gary, please. There's more than just Brian Bava. Ombudsman. And Wills Maxwell is going to check the mistakes we made last week. Just let me finish the sentence.
Got a good
Make
nickname.
last week, and then you can go. He's going to check the mistakes we made last week to make room for the mistakes we're going to make this week. What's that, Gary?
I was thinking. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
You built it up too much now.
Did I build it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he
Can you
napping
hold
again?
it? No, we've been texting. I'm pretty confident about this one.
Hello?
Hello, is this Ombudsman Wills Maxwell?
Hey, is this the wife Blair Postman?
Yes, it is the wife Bear Postman.
Bear Postman.
Did you forget
Bear
your name
Postman. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Wills Maxwell.
Yeah.
So, how's it going this week? Pretty good? How's our
Yeah,
fact
I'm
checking?
doing all right.
How's our fact checking looking? We missed you last week.
So, yeah, you guys had a great show. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, thanks.
And
all of
in that
it?
fun,
Did you think
pretty
all
much-
of it was fun?
Funny how it's only people that weren't there that thought it was a great show.
No, I thought it was a great show.
I enjoyed the whole episode. Yeah.
Okay, well,
What'd you think of that other guy?
Gary
He
keeps,
was good.
Gary keeps referring to Joe Perot as that other guy, like he forgot who it was.
I was very
That's
excited
just
to
hurtful.
hear them on the show. Like, that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
And I'm glad he finally got his chance to talk about soccer.
Yes.
That seems to be eating him up.
Yes.
So I'm glad that got to happen.
Right. So that's a good thing. So, what's a little? You said you had a little bit of fact checking for us this week.
Yeah, because facts-wise, I didn't have anything to go over with you guys. I didn't want to get into an argument about whether the Earth is flat or round
Sure.
with anybody.
I think that's best.
And so I didn't have much fact-checking for you, but I did have an interesting bit of trivia that I thought you might want to know.
Okay.
You seemed pretty disappointed when you found out that Joe was just doing a bit about the Caddyshack class.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have found that circa 2010.
Yeah.
7 years ago,
At
Mills.
7 years ago at Lynn University, there was a Caddyshack course.
What?
It was
Where? What university?
Lynn University.
It's called
in
Bushwood
Boca
State.
Raton, Florida.
Oh, sure. No, I've actually heard of Lynn University. Are you kidding
have?
me? Yes. It's somebody I went to high school with went there. Anyway.
Blair's
Why?
dad
It was
teaches there.
It's called Caddyshack 101, Lessons from the Coolest Sports Movie Ever Made.
Oh my God, we need a syllabus.
And this course was weirdly not directly about Caddyshack. They would just use like certain points about Caddyshack to spring off into discussions about liberal arts in general.
Wow.
So they would take like a Caddyshack quote and then talk about race relations in America.
Wow.
So yeah.
Interesting. You see, Gary.
Are you telling me you found some kind of course directory from Lynn University from 7 years ago? How?
He's good. That's how good Wills Maxwell is.
And what do you need a succubus for?
And
I don't understand.
He's an ombudsman extraordinaire.
Okay.
You're the buddiest of all ombudsmen, Wills Maxwell. I'm impressed.
All right. I thought you'd find that interesting.
I want a syllabus so I can, not a succubus. I want a syllabus. I don't need a vampire of the night. I want a syllabus so I can see like what sort of the connections they made. That was
Okay.
kind of good. All right. Well, Mr. Wills Maxwell, we hope to make a lot more mistakes this week so that we can have you on a little bit longer next week.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks,
I'll
Will.
talk to you guys later.
Everyone say bye, Wills.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye, Will.
You woke him up for that?
Yeah.
That was kind of short.
Well, it's okay.
I'll just have to kill more time.
Oh, good. Don't you have to like go to your shift
No,
or something?
it's not as important as this.
Oh, well, fair enough. Good priorities are in place.
Let's see.
The giant from Game of Thrones died.
He did?
The
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Was he tall?
He was 7'7" in real life.
All right, what are you looking at right now? Because before we started, you said, "Oh no, the big brother from Weird Science died." And now, are you looking at some website
I'm
that's
in a
Bill
very intricate fantasy death pool
Okay.
So I'm just checking on who died today. Yeah.
Oh, are you really,
No,
Gary?
no.
Oh, Gary, you would like a piece of that.
We need to play that, by the way.
All right. Fantasy. My work is never over. Fantasy death pool.
I can arrange for work to be over.
All three of you guys went to college, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For a short time, yes.
For a short time. Like, could you imagine
In Russia, college go to you.
Could you imagine the Caddyshack? But like how he said, like they just take quotes from the movie and then they turn it into stuff. Like,
yeah,
let's see what you can do with this.
Right. Well, I think
up 5, 6 flights of stairs.
So what?
So what? So let's dance.
That's the midterm.
So how do you guys feel that this had to do with the Berlin Wall?
I feel it's more.
Well, if you had to climb over the Berlin Wall, you'd be out of breath like that guy.
I feel like it pertains to how arts as a learning vehicle.
Just to get to the Berlin Wall would be a journey.
Oh, because Journey.
Oh, nice.
Journey was playing.
He sets the curve.
Yeah.
That was good.
Mm-hmm. All right. You win.
Good job.
I'm not even going to try anymore to finish my thing. Because let's just make this, quality.
What were we? Oh, we were talking about the
Blair,
dead
you
giant.
seem defeated today. Are you okay?
No, I'm not defeated.
But the giant was dead in the show too, right?
Yeah.
Do they think they killed the giant off in the show because they knew he was going to die?
Are you saying that they're killing off the actual actors in Game of Thrones as they
maybe.
die?
I'm asking.
I don't think so.
If you knew he had like 6 months to live with terminal cancer, do you kill him on the show?
He died of heart failure.
Well, but that brings up a question though. Like, didn't the mother in Dallas like quit and then they got a new mother and then she died and they brought the old mother back?
That sounds like Bewitched.
Dallas.
Okay.
I mean, it might be. I don't know about Bewitched, but
Dallas.
That did happen in Dallas.
Gary watched a lot of nighttime soaps as a kid.
I would watch Dallas Today if it would come on daytime TV.
They had
Have
the
you
reboot.
watched the? Yeah, have you watched the new one?
Nah, come on.
That's madness. Madness.
No, that show had nothing to do with Dallas and everything to do with
All
the
right.
cast.
Well, somebody's getting the full box set of CDs for next Christmas of
All right.
Dallas original Dallas.
Dallas. It used to be followed by Falcon Crest at 10, which was a highly underrated serial
Right.
TV show. As
They
well.
were a winery owning family.
Yes, that was a good one
Yes.
too.
Jesus. All right, guys. Time for a little hot topics. Are you ready?
Sure.
Topics.
Do we have Mr. Bishop? Do we have a little zazz, something to?
Theme from Dallas.
Nice.
Boom, boom.
Now that has a pageantry that I think
That was
is
fantastic.
We are on the My Fantasy Wife podcast. Is what we are on. Larry Hagman, he quit smoking, and then he made it a thing to make everybody else on the set quit smoking too.
What? We re-signed Patrick Duffy, so the whole 9th season was a dream.
You mean like it was really good?
Charlene Tilton was really short, but somehow was still a sex symbol.
She was like a weeble.
Was a weeble.
Like she wobbled, but she couldn't quite fall down.
She did not fall down. Okay.
Guessing that the theme from Falcon Crest not as
Not
recognizable.
as jazzy. I like that.
It might be jazzy, but it's not as recognizable.
If we ever talk about the Cowboys again.
Yeah, right.
So, okay, guys. Little.
If it's a TV show, we cut to the outside shot of the skyscraper. They were on like the 18th floor. They had a standard skyscraper shot they used to use.
Yeah. I got you. No, I remember that. All right, guys, hot topics. So Magic Johnson named the head of basketball operation, the LA Lakers. Is that a good thing? It seems like a good thing.
Oh, it caused so much controversy, though.
We'll see.
Why
everyone thought Phil Jackson was a good call. And
Why?
Oh, I don't know that everyone thought that.
Well, why? Oh,
There's people that still don't say he's a good coach because he just had the best players every time. If you had Michael Jordan and then Shaq and Kobe, like you'd win some championships too.
So what is controversial about making Magic Johnson?
Well, he has no management experience at all. His brief tenure as coach of the Lakers was a disaster.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He's been fabulously successful as a businessman, but so has Donald Sterling and the guy that owns the Knicks and every other bad manager. They're all good at business.
Okay.
It doesn't really translate necessarily to the NBA. And then people keep talking about, like, they keep wanting to cast it in these racist terms. Like all these guys, Keyshawn Johnson furiously angry at Dan Le Batard for saying that,
I heard that.
Magic, he knows Magic can't be good at running the Lakers because his talk show failed, and said that was a racist thing to say. And it's very odd. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, I mean, it seems like they make a lot of bad choices for these positions, but they don't have any way to know they're going to be bad until they happen. So, I mean, I don't know.
I think he carries a lot of juice with the players. Like, if you were being recruited, I think having Magic be the one to recruit you instead of some 80-year-old, bald, gray-haired guy from the St. Louis that you've never heard of.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. You remember whenever Chevy Chase was the coach of the Vikings for half a season?
Yeah, that didn't go well.
Didn't go well.
Wait.
Just like his late night show.
Right.
I was like, what?
I know.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
when-
I know.
Joe-
Arsenio Hall took over when he quit, and that was a disaster.
Joan,
too. He didn't win a game.
Joan Rivers coached the Olympic women's ice skating.
Right.
Also did very
Remember
poorly
when
that year.
RuPaul ran the Cowboys?
I guess what we're
Those
saying.
uniforms were pretty
I
remarkable.
guess what
They
we're
were
saying
fabulous.
here is that a lot of people have had failed talk shows.
Yes.
All right, guys. Any thoughts on that, Drew? The Lakers and Magic?
I mean, he's got a tall order. They're terrible.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm a Celtics fan. I hate the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. All right, a little change music there, Mr. Bishop.
Falcon Crest.
Oh, nice.
I miss 80s TV's theme song.
You know they cut them, they say, now because it takes out of commercial time. I'm just telling you. That's what I've heard. All right, guys.
I actually think I like that one better. That was pretty good.
Now for the majestically introduced topic of NCAA basketball. Drew, some little team clinched the ACC.
Despite their loss to Duke, they still managed to put together enough wins to clinch the ACC.
Let Drew have this
Go
one
ahead.
thing, Gary.
I mean, thank you to Duke who lost to Miami yesterday.
Okay.
in
Well, then
order for
all
it
the
to
more embarrassing for Carolina to have lost to them.
There's just no winning.
happen. I know.
Drew,
It's like when the Cowboys went 1-15, but they beat the Redskins.
When you pull for teams like the Cowboys and the Blue Devils, you got to take every win.
You're right. No championships there.
no, I think Drew's accusing you of being a bandwagoner.
Drew, the North Carolina fan.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
However,
Who loves the Celtics?
However,
They won 11 championships in a row. He's not a front runner.
you have been a diehard Cowboys fan through a few decades of terribleness, a couple decades.
Yes.
So I'll give you that. But so Drew, this pleases you?
I've been a Carolina fan since day one as well.
Oh, send that to me. I'm going to put it out in the tweet. It's
Okay.
little Drew Harrison, about 2 years old, in a whole little Carolina outfit. It's adorable.
My 2-year-old picture was in a Greyhound bus cap, so I
Yeah.
I failed my calling.
Yeah, that didn't work out. So, guys, also UNC Wilmington won their league, the CAA, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
So that means they're going to the tournament
Well, they
again,
gotta
right?
win
No, they
gotta
have
win
to
the
win the
tournament.
tournament to get the automatic bid. Although, honestly,
They have a good enough resume. They
they're
might get in.
borderline on being able to get in on a wild card
But
if they were to lose.
But
Yeah.
you know how the tournament selection
wouldn't-
committee frowns, like they do
Wouldn't
not
want to count on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they usually do not put in teams that don't win their tournaments that are that low in the conference.
All right.
Oh, it's not football.
Yeah.
You don't put they don't put in the worst teams from a conference in just because it's a big money making school.
No,
Some people call UNCW the Ohio State of
the CAA.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
It's the Ohio State of basketball. Some people say
Quite a reputation.
that's what they say.
We got. Well, I guess we could do a new topic. I got one more little basketball related thing, but it's not college basketball. Okay, guys. I just wrote Shaq thing. So he started making
I've heard it's big.
fun of. Oh, Gary.
Me too.
God,
See, in all seriousness,
some people, Gary, might say you were just going for the low hanging fruit.
in all seriousness, he used to, like, when someone new would get traded to the team, like, as soon as they would walk in the locker room, he would take his clothes off and just walk over to them and stand there just to get it over with.
Wow.
They talked about that on the TNT broadcast one night.
I feel like you may have brought that up once before.
Yeah.
But what did he do? He made fun of a current player, and
When you say brought it up.
he
It's like a circus tent that takes ropes and
Right.
all
Right.
kinds
A
of
team-
A pulley.
a team.
I
of
feel like there was a
people.
pulley.
There's horses. All right, guys. So I guess Shaq was
Horses. Are you accusing Shaq of bestiality?
Okay. So Shaq was, I guess, making fun of a player on the Warriors, and people thought he was just being a big jerk, and in an ironic way, because I guess he was making fun of this player for things that he himself exhibited that were not exemplary.
yeah, he compared him to Doctor Strange. I don't know what that's about.
I like Doctor Strange. Who was the player he was making fun of from the Warriors, guys?
Do I know?
I'm not really up on this story.
What's up? I'm reading
Yeah.
what he actually said right now.
Yeah, he was making fun of this Warriors player for being on a lot of teams and not being able to take free throws with
Shaq, one of the poorest free throw shooters in NBA history.
I think that was kind of the irony there.
Oh, Shaq took it to a new level. Don't be acting like a G. I'll smack the shit out your bum ass. You the one that be looking stupid with your dumb ass.
Okay.
That's a direct tweet from Shaq.
Okay.
I would like to point out that Charles Oakley would happily knife either of them and just go right on about his business.
Right. He wouldn't make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then McGee responded.
Is that who it is, McGee, on the word?
We used to play for the Bullets when we were...
Oh, in D.C.?
He responded with, "Oh, we threatening people now? Kick rocks, you old bastard. You ain't done you ain't going to do shit." And that's on my mama.
All right, but this isn't about...
Wow.
Stick to Coonan.
Are they just...
Wait,
what? He said that?
Yep.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, let's just leave that there. I don't want to get embroiled.
Unless
in
he
this.
actually has coon dogs and hunts coons, that was quite an insult.
Yes, it was. I don't know why they bother with getting into this sort of fight. Why?
Because it's good for TV.
Yeah.
On TNT.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably...
The same reason Barkley went after LeBron.
Oh. Yeah, which is these guys need to...
Wonder what's on the script for this. Like wrestling.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe it is like
It's going to be a
wrestling.
script this
Well, I
week
mean,
of...
no one cares about the NBA until playoffs, so they're just
gotta
trying
kill
to
some
drum
time
up
with
some
something.
business.
Sure.
All right. Sounds good. All right, guys. Let's have a little change of topic there, music, Mr. Bishop, if I could. All right, before I move on to the very exciting topic of the Academy Awards, anything with hockey or elsewhere?
Hockey's shaping up to be another fantastic playoff series again.
Yeah, well, that's in May, right? Or do the playoffs start now and they go through June?
Yeah, they start now and they go until 2019.
Yeah, it's a long playoff cycle. Who's looking the best out there, Drew?
I mean, my Blackhawks are looking pretty good.
Okay. Well, of course. You can't see this at home, audience, but he bounced up and down and smiled as he said it. It was adorable.
Montreal's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
The Capitals are actually
yes.
looking good.
Well, they've been looking good for a while, but
Wizards looking good too. Might actually have a little
the
playoff.
Wizards.
Yes.
The Minnesota Wild are...
basketball.
Uh-huh. Both of Washington's wintertime professional teams shaping up quite nicely for the playoffs.
I thought you were saying there was a hockey team called the Wizards, and I was confused.
Yes.
Okay. So who was that last one, Drew?
The Minnesota Wild is leading the Western Conference right now.
All right. And what would be the best thing to happen for hockey this, who would be in the finals? What would be the best story?
Well, I mean, the Blackhawks, of course. Making it to the
right.
finals.
And they have to be against somebody, so...
I mean, I would love to see the Capitals and Penguins in the Eastern Conference finals.
Again, so we
That
could
would
lose
be-
again for
yeah.
no explicable reason
Gary gets upset.
in overtime.
Gary gets upset about that, Drew.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's why you'd like it, though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we do a little change of topic music? Because we want to make sure we have enough time for our guests, but I wanted to go over something.
I don't see Ice Pirates on this list.
Hold on a second. All right, guys. Tonight,
What did you just say?
it's the 89th Academy Awards. Now, in years past, I've made us all fill out these forms, and frankly, we're not qualified, and it gets a little tedious.
I haven't seen any of these movies.
So, has anybody seen Best Picture? I'm just going to read them off. Arrival, Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, La La Land, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight. And I will say this, for the first time that I remember in my memory, I have not seen even one of those movies.
That's so strange because I've seen all of these.
No, you have
I
not.
haven't seen every one of them.
I've only heard of La La Land. That's the only
Well,
one.
Hidden Figures, I'm listening to
I've
the
heard of
audio.
Arrival.
What is Arrival?
Arrival is the movie with the redheaded actress, and it's like Martians come down and she learns how to talk to them. I don't know.
Oh, God. Why is that a thing?
It's just a thing. I don't know. It was supposed to be very good.
It's a takeoff on that bad Jodie Foster.
Contact?
Yeah, it's just a ripoff of that.
Oh, is it?
Well, not officially.
I thought the Arrival was with what's his name? God, what's his name? The Emilio Estevez's brother.
Charlie Sheen?
Charlie Sheen. Yeah. It was.
Pretty sure Charlie Sheen's not been in any Academy Award nominated.
But I'm saying I thought the Arrival
Major
was.
League was an Academy Award?
It was.
this year.
Platoon.
I said this year. If
At
everybody
the
would let me finish
end,
the
drifting.
sentence.
You said that. Anyways, I thought the Arrival was whenever there was aliens, and they walked backwards with their legs and stuff. You know,
Was that the one with the wrestlers where they saw them through the
I am
glasses?
so
What was that movie?
confused.
No.
I don't
That's
know what's
what. That's
going on.
They Live.
They Live.
That's a John Carpenter
Yes.
classic.
All right.
Is a Human Centipede 4 on here?
Anyway, I've heard.
There's not one porn movie on this whole list.
I have not heard of Hell or High Water at all. Hidden Figures and Lion and Manchester by the Sea. A lot of these, I just knew I couldn't take Gary to. Cause
I think you spelled that wrong. It's supposed to be Helen Bonham Carter.
I
not Hell or High
I
Water.
didn't
Gianna
spell
Michaels
this. This is I printed
isn't on
this
Best
out.
Actress either.
Talk to Movie Phone. This is from the Movie Phone website, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I
I'm
just
pretty sure that's Lion King too.
no, it's not. It's not. It's just Lion.
Right.
All I know from the NPR ads is that it's about a man who finds his family using Google Earth.
Oh, God.
But I think it's more complicated.
All right,
Yeah.
Best
see-
Picture
I
is going to
see-
go to La La Land. I'm tell you that.
Well,
Yeah,
everyone's
everyone's been talking about it already.
saying that. Who we got
Does
here?
do people not hate Mel Gibson anymore?
No, he's been forgiven.
He's good now?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's going to win Best Director.
Did he ask for forgiveness first?
No,
Oh, okay.
you don't ask. You just let the fire die down. And you come back. That's what you do.
Okay.
Ryan
All right.
Gosling's going to win for La La Land for Best Actor. I mean,
It only took people 15 years to figure out that Jewish movie was not a documentary.
Meryl Streep's going to win Best Actress.
I don't know what you mean.
The one where he was killed by the Jews.
As long as Jeff Bridges wins,
It's not a
Best Supporting
documentary. I
Actor.
think a lot of people thought that was a documentary for a while.
Oh, was it one of the not Last Temptation of Christ?
Yeah.
That wasn't
Passion.
Wasn't that Mel
Passion of the
Gibson?
Christ.
Yeah, that was
Passion
Mel
of the-
Gibson, right?
Last Temptation was.
Oh no, that was
Scorsese.
the whack job from Platoon. That guy with the weird face.
Yes.
That was him.
Okay. Yes.
It was.
Anyhow, Casey Affleck has also supposedly done good things in Manchester by the Sea, but so depressing that I never even really considered taking Gary to that. And then Emma
Nor did
Stone.
Gary consider going along with being taken to that.
Yeah, Emma Stone, I guess, for La La Land. I honestly, I'm a little. It's the end of an era because I don't think I'm going to even watch the Oscars tonight.
I know I'm not going to.
And I usually watch them and enjoy them very much. But
There's
I
no
just,
way. I would just like to stop you for 1 second and say that there's no Earth in any of the alternate universes in which you don't watch the Oscars.
I'm not going to watch the Oscars.
No, I don't believe you.
I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to
After
get a
the
good
Oscars
night's
are over?
No, I'm going to get a good night's sleep and rest up for a busy week.
So you're getting up late then.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, I think it's about time to get
There's no way you're not watching the Oscars.
I'm not going to watch the Oscars. Okay. We are going to call
Watched every minute of the Oscars for the 13 years I've known her, but she's not watching tonight.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
Are you protesting the Oscars?
I'm not protesting.
You have
a
a sign?
I'm not going to watch.
What trumps the Oscars?
Here's the thing.
Ooh, Trump.
Here's the thing. And a lot of things on Netflix, probably. Here's the thing. The Oscars are essentially some companies' like award ceremony that you might have at like a resort if you were in sales or something.
Says the person who's going to watch the Oscars.
But now I don't even know any of the movies. I haven't literally.
Thus
haven't
making
seen
it
any
necessary to watch the Oscars.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Here we go.
Except
Hey,
later.
we're calling Jen Schneider. Will you hold that, please? Sure.
When did it take you to realize that was all just a make-believe, like...
Oh, I've known it for
awards
years,
thing?
but I didn't care.
And still watch the
'cause I had-
Oscars.
Hello, Jen Schneider. This is Blair Postman, and you're on the air with my Fantasy Wife podcast. How are you?
Air.
I am so well and excited to be on the air with you guys.
We are very excited to have you. Let me remind you who's in the studio here. We've got my husband and sports stat expert, Gary Hames.
Hello.
Hey, Gary.
And we've got our hot topics and social media maven, comedian Drew Harrison.
Jen.
Hi, Drew. Love you.
Love you.
She doesn't love you, Gary. And then rounding things out, sound engineer, comedian, and man about town, Mr. Louis Bishop.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Louie. Love you, too.
Oh.
I love all of you. I love you, too, Gary. I just
Okay.
She stayed at our house that time.
I know. Jesus. We didn't even charge her as much as we were going to.
I know. Awkward.
And Gary didn't even come down and cuddle.
Well,
So, I mean,
he was very sleepy. He had worked very late that night.
I
as recall.
appreciate you keeping that a secret between the two.
So, hey, let me read your bio for the listeners. At 5'2", comedian Jen Schneider packs a whole lot of funny in her 1-2 punch style of comedy. Topics ranging from her days growing up as a lesbian in a good old boy town to her dealing with the public on a daily basis. This comedian will pull you in with her stories and leave you wanting more with her quick wit and hilarious observations. Born and raised in Columbia, South Carolina, her ultimate goal is to unite all people through laughter. Everyone, big round of applause for Jen Schneider. Yay!
Blair, I like how your whole body just shut down when you tried to say "good old boy." You're like,
I was confused for a second. My brain didn't absorb
Now,
it.
did you write that?
No, this is from Jen's
Okay,
website.
I always have to check.
I don't make these things up.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jen, as we do with all of our guests, we ask what kind of sports or sports-ish thing that you've ever been obsessed with or maybe are a fan of now. And you told us, and I did a little cyber stalking of this, your father, is your father's name Glenn?
Yeah, Glenn Schneider.
He has written a column about the University of South Carolina Gamecocks for a number of years. That goes out to the alumni and other folks. Is that right?
Yep, it's called Spurs and Feathers.
Spurs and Feathers. And did he become
It's
a big
cockfighting illusion.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it is. But,
Spurs.
Well, they are the fighting
the
Gamecocks. Yeah.
You see a chicken with spurs on. It's not a horseback riding contest.
Do chickens in cockfighting wear spurs?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
it is?
Well, Gamecocks have spurs.
Really?
They actually have spurs on their little...
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
They have to make them special for their little feet.
Right.
Well, that seems complicated. Well, you're quite an animal lover, Jen. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about the betrayal of your father of promoting cockfighting?
I mean, all I'm going to say about that is the university put clothes on my back for 30 years, so, you know.
All right.
That's their mascot's their business.
Fair enough.
Right.
Okay, well, I understand that. So did your father work at USC? Was he ever in coaching? How did he get to do this, and how did it influence you and your fandom?
He went to USC, and then he got a job out of college at a printing shop, I believe. And then they printed Spurs and Feathers there, and I think he met the guy who wrote it, and they just started talking. And my dad's a longtime sports lover. He coached everything under the sun. He coached softball for many years, coached football. He played all sports throughout high school and stuff like that. So he's a big sports fan. So it's go Gamecock or get out at my house.
Wow. Okay. So, that's hardcore. And what is your favorite memory from being a Gamecock fan? Just never gets boring saying that word.
Yeah, it's a great university, man. They take good care of their people. Actually, my favorite, we have a place called Capstone here at USC, and it has a rotating room at the top.
Ooh.
And one year for the ladies basketball team, my dad got invited to their banquet.
Oh.
And he took me. And and it looks over all of the city, so you can see all of Columbia, for miles around. And we, got to sit at this fancy table and have dinner with all these, female athletes. And of course, young me was just like, oh my God, this is the best life ever. So yeah, I thought
I'm
that was
so
amazing.
horny right
That was
now.
one of the coolest things ever.
And I understand that were you a ball girl for the Lady Gamecocks basketball team?
Ball.
And
Yeah,
is that
so,
what
like,
they're
I
called,
wiped
the
up
Lady
sweat.
Gamecocks?
Yeah, the Lady
Okay.
Gamecock.
Okay. And what how old were you when you were a ball girl?
I was about 11 or 12.
The guys right now are dying because when you put together a sentence like, well, how old were you when you were the ball girl for the Lady Gamecocks? They're not sure what exactly is funny in there.
Why'd you put emphasis on certain words?
But it's
There's a
funny.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
There is a lot going on in that sentence.
Okay.
But if you'd like
Agreed.
to try to answer it, like with a straight face, we'd appreciate it.
Basically, what they do is anytime somebody falls on the court and there's like sweat, they run out and wipe it up.
Right.
And
Sorry, I'm 13 years old.
Drew and Lewis and Gary are being really gross. Okay.
So the ball girl for the Gamecocks basically wipes the bodily fluids off the court. No problem.
Okay.
yeah, pretty much.
Thank you for the summary.
what they
All right. Yep.
Done and done. Now, did you play any sports growing up or in college? I don't know did you go to college? Did you go to USC?
Yeah.
Did you go to
I
college?
did not go to college.
Oh.
I'm not a college graduate.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure. So did you play in high school?
I played 1 year in high school of varsity volleyball, and I got most improved, and that was the end of all my sporting
I'm
career.
gonna go.
But I played everything in middle school.
I'm going to refer our listeners to your bio, where they do say that you are 5'2" comedian Jen Schneider, and that is typically a little short for volleyball stardom.
Well, you need setters. I was a setter.
Ah.
I'm actually decent at that. Yeah, you got to get up underneath it so that the tall ones can spike it.
Yeah, that's all I
Those
was
little
ever good at.
shorties are for. They're for digging it out.
Oh,
Which also sounds dirty.
That's
I
what
wasn't
them
going to say
shouties-
anything.
That's what them shouties are for, digging it out.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Bishop, is there something funny?
No,
Are
you'll
you
get
sure?
mad.
Why don't you share it with
I
the
probably-
whole class?
No, you know what?
Lewis.
I know
Will
Blair's
I get
temperament.
mad, Drew?
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get
All
mad.
All right, anyway.
All right.
It's nothing bad, but you'll.
You know,
Children.
It'll be one of those.
see, now this is one of those things where I'd say, Jen, no, come on, guys.
Okay, fine,
I'm
I'll say
fun.
it.
I'm a fun gal.
No.
I can be fun. Go ahead and say it.
What was
Drew's still muttering, no.
What was the name of the basketball team again?
The Lady Gamecocks?
I come up with the Lady Boycocks basketball team. That's a totally different website, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah?
there's a okay. So be careful.
Fact check that.
Yeah, that's a heck of a fact check for next week.
See, I told you she wouldn't like it. She
On
was-
a completely unrelated note, real quick, it just popped in my head, and if I don't tell Bishop this, I'll never forgive myself.
Well, that's what this podcast is for.
This week, Bishop, did you see that they'd made a porn parody of the Montreal Screwjob?
No.
Yeah.
All right.
So
We'll
that
talk about
gives
that
you an
later.
afternoon.
Okay,
All right,
that's
thank you.
great.
Hey, all right, Jen.
So glad you could be here for this.
So, Jen, have you ever been to what do you think about those USC coaches, the famous ones? You've had Spurrier, right? You've had Lou Holtz, right? Do you have any favorites or ones you hate?
No, I love Spurrier. He's like a super nice guy. My dad really respects him. He looks out for his players. Like, he takes really good care of them, and all his players respect him. I will give this to USC. They have a really good precedent for hiring great coaches. Like, I don't know if you know anything about their women's basketball team, but Dawn Staley is one of the most badass coaches in women's sports right now.
Yeah, she was a great WNBA player, and she went to University of Virginia, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, she's a 3-time Olympic gold medal winner.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Do you follow women's basketball professionally or only at the college level?
Only at the college level. I honestly, only care about sports at the college level. Like, I like watching college football. Ever since they invented the yellow line. I feel like the yellow line revolutionized football.
What's the yellow line?
For the first down.
Oh.
Yeah, I did not
Haven't-
understand that until they did that. Like, I've been to games my entire
it's not
life
that the
since I was
first
old enough to
down is
walk.
new. I was confused. I'm like, Jen,
Yeah.
they've had
Well,
first
For
downs
people
for a
watching
while.
at home, they got
I got you. Oh, okay. I got you.
Kind of like that trailer on the puck in hockey.
Right, exactly. So you're all about college basketball and college football. Do you have a men's college team, or is it all USC all the time? You never waver in your fandom for USC. Do you have any
I
other
always root for
teams?
USC.
No other teams. You're not open
No
to
other
any.
team. Well, I mean, I love USC. We've been underdogs for years. I mean, we had a whole season where we didn't win a single game.
Wow.
So, like,
Ouch.
yeah.
What?
Yeah,
I
I'm
remember-
not a Gamecock fan because it's hip or fashionable or because we win. It's
Clearly.
because I am. Yeah.
What was that, Gary?
Well, I remember when I went to Wofford, and I remember my freshman or sophomore year, they were undefeated for a while. They got to like 7-0 or 8-0 or something like that, and the state was going insane. And then I think they lost to Navy, or somebody like that.
Yeah.
And ended up like 9-3. It didn't work out, but like when they got to like 7-0 or 8-0, it was I've never seen anything like that. Like Clemson had won the national title a few years before, and that wasn't as crazy as the state was going insane.
Wow.
So there's a big party in there somewhere if they could ever pull it off.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah, it's
Jen's
weird,
going to
but
be there for
USC
that party.
has loyal fans. That's
Yeah.
it.
All right.
I mean, we don't have great teams sometimes, but we have the most loyal fan base.
It's really
I
a
mean,
it's
they
a
stick with
baseball
it.
school, right? Don't they have a good baseball team? Isn't that what
yeah,
they're
they
really
have a-
known for?
Yeah,
they
we
got
have
a
a
really
killer
good-
baseball team.
Yeah.
We won back-to-back titles.
There you go.
Fun fact I learned this weekend, Drew's grandfather was a semi-pro baseball player and played for the Raleigh team and a team in Reidsville, North Carolina. Just fun
That's
fact.
awesome.
Yeah, a little fun fact. All right, so which we really should give more time at. It's something real, but it was kind of cool. All right, Jen, are you ready to play a little game with us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so tonight is the Oscars, and we just went over how none of us have seen any of the movies, and I usually have seen a lot of them, but I have seen none of them this year. And
are we going to play real Oscar nominee, fake Oscar nominee?
No, we're going to play we're going to see if you can guess these sports movies who were nominated for or have won Oscars. So you know what I'm saying? So we're going to set something up, and we'll see if you can guess the real movie that it comes from. I'll start. This 2004 movie won for Best Picture, Best Actress, Supporting Actor, and Director. And I will tell you, I'll give you a big hint. It's a boxing movie.
Oh God, 2004. Oh.
She won an Oscar for another movie.
Is it $1 Million Baby?
It is $1 Million Baby. Ding, 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 ding. All right.
Wow. Is that a real movie?
Yeah. All right, Gary.
Okay. This 1981 movie surveyed the earliest modern Olympic Games, including a wordless theme song that is perhaps now more famous than the movie.
Brian's song.
No.
Oh, good
Although
try, though.
that's a legit
Yeah,
guess.
that's a good guess.
It involved running.
Damn it! What's the name of it? Tell me.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah, I know. That's what I thought that movie was when I said Brian's song.
Brian's song had a good one theme song too.
Yes.
It's Chariots of Fire.
Chariots of Fire. That's eating me away. Damn it! I knew that.
Well, you have plenty of time to redeem yourself, Drew. Let's see what she can do with this one.
All right, you're a bum if you don't get this one. Though it came up short in Oscar wins for the nominated actors, this Philly-centric underdog movie won Best Picture in '76.
In '76?
Yeah. The original, which then spawned...
Hush.
Wow.
The original.
She didn't get it from this hint.
76. I don't know.
Jennifer! That was a weird hint in a way.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. That's a
What
terrible
was it? I couldn't hear me yell.
Gary, give her a hint.
It's called Rocky.
Okay, it's Rocky.
That was a good hint.
That's a good hint.
Arguably the most famous sports movie of all time.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We're still high off that $1 Million Baby, correct?
This next one is
answer?
actually my favorite sports movie. of all
Well,
time.
Gary, do you want to read this one?
Sure. This 1961 movie about a sportish game featured Paul Newman and had a sequel 25 years later with Tom Cruise.
It's not a normal sport that you might always think of as a sport. Some people...
Well, it's not Cool Hand Luke, is it? It's not the...
No.
The billiards.
That was
one.
that was Paul Newman's second
It
best
is
movie.
the billiards one. Do you remember the name?
Oh, God.
If I work hard, then I may...
Jay-Z was a yes.
What's that? What'd you say? Hustler.
The Hustler?
Yes.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. You want to take this next one, Lewis?
Yeah, sure.
Or you want me? Okay.
Don't matter. Where are we at? 5?
Yes.
This 1980 Scorsese classic proves that boxing movies help actors strike Oscar gold. In this case, for Best Actor for Robert De Niro.
And I didn't put it there, but that's what the answer is.
Yes, we know.
Is that Raging Bull?
Yes!
Yes!
Ding, 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 ding. All right, number 6, more boxing. Did you remember that Christian Bale won an Oscar for this film in 2010?
I've never even heard of this.
Boxing Christian Bale.
2010. And also, the Best Supporting Actress, apparently that was kind of a famous performance.
He was not the boxer in the movie, though.
Yeah.
He was the boxer's brother.
When you say boxing, you don't mean him beating up that prostitute in American Psycho?
No.
Okay.
So it's not
That
American
was a
Psycho.
fantastic movie,
So
though.
it's not American Psycho. Okay,
Yeah.
that was what I was going to guess. Who even knew Christian Bale was in a boxing movie?
In the
It
corner.
was about Mickey Ward.
How about and here's a hint. In the corner stands a boxer and an by its trade.
A what?
Manager?
What is that?
Oh,
for?
never
Yeah,
mind.
hints are-
Never mind. It's
You
it's
and your
fighter.
hints.
The
What is your-
fighter.
what is your
The
She
hint?
picked an
Fighter, the fighter.
obscure
not
1960s
No, it's-
Simon and Garfunkel lyric to try and give you a bad hint.
Jen likes music. I don't
All right.
know. All right. Go ahead, Gary, with the next one.
Of course, equestrian dressage is a sport. Just ask Elizabeth Taylor, the star of this 1944 film, though she was not nominated for an Oscar for her portrayal, though the horse was. No, I'm sorry, though Mickey Rooney got top billing.
Yeah, Mickey Rooney got top billing.
I've never heard of this movie before.
1944.
Yes, Elizabeth Taylor's arguably most famous.
With horses.
With horses.
With horses.
Famous book as well.
Yes, it was based on book. There's no shame in giving up.
Should you name some other obscure fabrics and see if she can trend over into this one?
Well, it's not national.
It's not rayon.
It's not felt. It's not. Was that?
Silk?
No.
It's it might.
Let's call it a day.
Okay, it's National Velvet. National Velvet was that one.
Never even heard of it.
All right, I am going to skip number 8.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Gary Cooper did not know that one.
And
he was in it.
How do we feel about number 9?
Right.
Nah, let's skip number 9. Hey, what about number 10?
Maybe that's pretty.
All right, go ahead. Try to tell it number 10. Drew.
This 1978
film features
a dead, dreamy Warren Beatty as a football player taken by a Reaper Angel before his time.
He plays a clarinet in it.
Oh my god!
It's not.
Yeah, these are
the opposite of hell. Is
oh stop
heaven?
Yes.
Oh god!
Something. It's an aluminum.
Stop.
Aluminum, or a steel.
Okay.
Vegetables come in this thing.
Heaven can wait. Heaven can wait.
These have made me feel very dumb.
No, you're not dumb. It's the pictures that
I'll
got
cut you
small.
slack on every one of them except Rocky.
Okay, here's the next one. All right. Okay, I'm going to do number 11. Okay, the star here, Tom Cruise, isn't an athlete exactly, but the actor who won a Best Supporting Oscar for his role in the film played an athlete. And this is from
Show me the money.
Yes. What movie was that?
All right.
Although I'm ready to give you credit.
Not Tom, but.
Hello. What's the name of that movie?
Well, you're a South Carolina girl. Al and Frank.
We really want this for you. We really want this for
Blank,
you.
I want it.
Blank Jones owns the Cowboys.
Okay. Blank Jones owns the Cowboys. What does that blank stand for? She doesn't know.
Wow.
Tom and Blank.
Yeah.
Tom and Blank.
I told you, I'm a terrible lesbian. I don't know.
Jim, you know my favorite ice cream is? It's Ben and Blank's.
Yeah, Ben and Blank's.
I love that ice cream from Ben and Blank's.
Oh, yeah. Jerry Maguire.
Yay!
That's not an ice cream.
God.
Maguire.
Whew.
Thanks for using that ice cream reference.
You're welcome.
Food. That's
Yeah.
what I know.
Right.
And I have it on good authority that you're an excellent lesbian, Jen. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I think she'll get the back half of it.
All right, number 12. Who wants to take number 12?
Oh, crap. I'll do it.
No, you know what? That's a terrible idea.
Just skip to 14.
Okay, let's start with 14. Who wants to take 14?
I got it.
Okay.
Sandra Bullock didn't play an athlete, but she won a Best Actress Oscar for her sassy portrayal in this 2009 sports movie where she adopted a...
When you're pulling
Blind
next...
Side.
Okay.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding.
I say when you pull next to a truck, you don't want to get stuck in there.
There you go.
All right. Mr. Bishop, you want to do number 15?
I'm killing with these hints. So,
Yeah, I know.
mean,
Do you want to stay as our official
I'll just stay as a hint.
lifeline?
giver.
All
Yeah.
right. I'll go 15. The best athlete in this 2003 movie, nominated for 7 Oscars, but winner of none, is the horse the jockey rode in on. 2003 horse racing movie.
Seabiscuit.
Yeah!
Yes!
Yeah.
Ding,
See,
ding, ding,
I had
ding,
faith
ding,
in her on these last...
Yeah, good job.
There we go.
Go
I was
ahead.
going to say ocean toast.
Yeah, when you guess it, we're going to still go to Lewis and
Yes.
see what he would have, given you as a hint. All right, Gary, go ahead.
6 nominations, including Best Supporting Actor nomination for Jonah Hill in this 2011 movie about how math is more fun than sports.
Moneyball.
Yes.
Yeah!
It's not exactly what it was about.
Crusher
I know
did.
that was my little trick on it. All right, Drew.
All right, never heard of this movie, but we always thought non-pro wrestling was weird, and this 2014 7-time nominated movie, including a for Steve Carell.
Carell.
Proves us right.
Wrestling movie from about 2 or 3
That
years
no
ago.
one in this room has ever
Steve
heard of.
Carell.
I watched a documentary about it.
It's a
and it was
wrestling.
Lewis
It's a
has it.
wrestling movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's not pro wrestling. It's like
Oh, well,
wrestling.
what other wrestling
It's not called
is there?
The Wrestler, right?
No,
No.
that's a
No,
different
that's a
one
good
that I
movie
actually didn't put on here. It was nominated
Yeah.
too, but the list was
Blair
already.
thought
All
this
right.
was more significant.
You don't put the
Wait,
wrestler on there,
hold
but
on,
you
let
get this
Lewis,
one on there.
Let Lewis give him his.
Sanford and Son was played by Red. Okay, and
Fox,
and
okay.
the
Something in the Rye.
Okay, there you go. Something in the rhyme.
Foxcatcher?
There
Yes.
you go. All
Ding,
right.
ding, 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 ding,
I was going to say
ding.
not the pitcher, but the.
I have never heard of that movie in my life.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, I'm going to do 20.
Are you unsure about 18?
No.
Did you put the question mark in
Oh,
there?
that's an typo.
Okay.
I'm going to do 20, and then Gary, you do 18 and 19.
Okay.
Okay, 20. It's a basketball. It's Indiana kids. They're trapped in their small
Hoosiers.
town. Yes. Ding, 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 ding. And then Gary, if you do 18, and Drew can do.
Did Robert Redford make the best baseball movie in 1984?
The Natural.
Yes.
Or did Kevin Costner make the best baseball movie ever in 1989?
Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
He's just
so
toying
strong
with us.
at the end. So strong at the end. Big round of applause, everybody, for Jen Schneider. Hey, Jen.
Big finish.
Turns
Yeah.
out she wasn't that bad a lesbian.
No, she's an excellent lesbian. That's
Right.
what I'd always heard, so I found it so strange.
Right.
So Jen, what's coming up for you that we could tell the audience about?
So my album recording is March 4th
Ooh, that's very exciting.
That's
Where are you
next week.
where are you recording it?
at New Brooklyn Tavern,
Oh, wonderful.
and then on the 23rd of March, I'm going on a nationwide tour all the way to Seattle.
Oh, that's so exciting. What's your
Yeah.
album going to be called? Do you know yet? So people can look for it if they're listening to this later on? Or you haven't
Yeah,
decided yet?
Building the Genpire.
Building the Genpire. Now there's a
Nice.
pun you can get behind, Gary.
Sure, yeah.
All right, Jen, thank you so much. We had a great time. Super strong finish. Really enjoyed
Thank
it.
you.
And we all know and hope we will see you very soon. But have a safe trip out there in that big tour.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, Gary, Lewis, Drew. I love you all. Blair, you're the best. You're amazing. And thank you so much for having me on the show.
All right.
guys.
All right.
Bye, Jen. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was nice because she was an underdog and then she came, like a lot of these movies. She was an underdog. All right, guys.
I forgot to point out the most interesting slogan ever for the Gamecocks. University of Southern California played a road game in the 80s when they were both ranked in the top 5, and all the students were chanting, "Your Trojans can't hold our cocks."
Yes. You have told me
It's
that.
one of my favorites.
You've told me that before.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap us up for this week, listeners. Thanks to our contributors, Joe Perot and Wills Maxwell. To download all episodes we put out every week, subscribe in iTunes, Stitcher, or YouTube. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at My Fantasy Wife Podcast, Twitter at My Fant Wife. And thank you, Mr. Bishop, for taking us out with the jazz trumpet stylings of Mr. Al Hurt.